Hey friends, it's your pal SVH coming at you with today's Bowl of Saki by Hazrat Inayat for August the 17th. Love is the current coin of all peoples in all periods. Love is the current coin of all peoples in all periods. And this is really true. And when you really kind of look at, it's really kind of cool that this one came up right now, because we're in an auspicious time right now, and if you're paying any attention to what's going on in the world, you've probably seen that there's been some major shakeup in the financial markets, and that we are looking at a very different monetary system in the very, very near future. All this talk about BRICS and gold-backed currencies and multiple countries coming together to create not a one-world currency, which I don't think we really want, but some sort of a gold-backed or asset-backed currency that has more value and that's interchangeable from nation to nation without crazy inflation or crazy price changes or devaluation or higher valuation in other countries and things like that. And what we're seeing right now is our US dollar is losing its power as the leading force in the monetary world. So everything's been based on the US dollar, and it's kind of been the post or the flagpole. And it's really been the thing that everything's kind of worked around. And we are about to lose that power. And it's going to be very interesting. So there's been a lot of talk about real money, tangible money, because paper money is just what gets printed, right? They just print it and they just run the debt up, and then they have a debt ceiling, and then they raise the debt ceiling, and then they print more money, and it's really just paper. It has no value. It's a debt note. If you look at it, it's a note for a debt. So it's not really money. It's not a tangible thing that you own and hold, right? Whereas gold and silver is a little different story, right? Gold has always been a store of wealth. It's always been something that's been of value from biblical times and before and beyond. So the gold and precious metals has always been a great reserve, a great place to put your money and to transfer the paper weight or the toilet paper into something tangible that'll retain its value, right? So why am I talking about all this? Because even that has a little intrinsic value on this plane, right? Of this plane of existence where we're at right now. Obviously, we need money. We need to pay for things. We have expenses, and we need to have something of real value. But the true value, the true coin, the real tangible asset that we have the most is right in here. And it's love. And it's not in the sense necessarily of romantic love or mushy love, or the whole kind of way that we especially in the Western world see love or talk about love. It's a deeper experience. It's a deeper experience of a frequency of divinity. Love is really the key, and it really is the door to opening so many, it's the key to unlocking the door to so many things. And love is the door as well, because once it's opened, it reveals something much sweeter and much deeper, and sometimes much more painful too, right? Because love is painful, and love is hard, and love is not easy, and love's a bitch, as they say, right? So it is what it is. And love teaches us, though, through these experiences and through these difficulties that we experience with love, through the hardships and the pain of love, how to be more devoted, how to be more understanding, how to be more compassionate, how to be more loving. There's so many different things that come out of the experience of the painful side of love, right? So when we say love is the current coin of all peoples in all periods, it's timeless. It's not something that raises and lowers. It doesn't matter who's president and what the inflation rate looks like or anything like that. Love is a constant current of wealth, it's a transfer, it's an energy transfer of a higher divine essence and quality. And love is a quality. Love is a lot of things, but it's a quality and it's a frequency. And when you tune into it, it vibrates at a much higher rate and it comes back at you. I actually carry this love tuner, and this is tuned to 528 hertz. And it's just a nice little way to sometimes just tune up and just kind of get back into that frequency of love. So tuning into that frequency of love gives you wealth. It gives you that currency that you need to exchange something of value with another person, right? So if you have love in your heart, you can exchange that to another person, transfer it to another person, make that deposit, Venmo them some love, you know what I'm saying? Zell it on over, and chances are you'll get Venmo'd back some as well, or Zelled some, or whatever that is. That transmission that comes from heart to heart, from really exploring what love is and really giving love. It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing, and right now we need it. And I heed a warning to anyone that's just sitting on paper money right now. Be aware and be mindful of where your money's at and things like that, because we are going into some hard times. We've been in some hard times for a lot of years, and there's a decline in industry and many industries, mine included. And we're all looking to get to the other side of this. So it's going to be a bumpy road, I think, for the next few months. I see some things coming down the road. So hold on to the real value, okay? Through all of that, hold on to love. Love your family, love your friends, love your coworkers, love your neighbor. Spread that coin around, okay, so it comes back to you. So you have a nice big pot of love sitting in your heart, because you're going to need it. We're all going to need it. And as things get more challenging, as things get more tough in the world, as we experience more painful situations like we see in Maui, we're gonna need more love. We're gonna need to really cultivate and really tune in to that frequency and send that frequency out. So I do fully invite you to tune into the frequency of love, whatever it may be for you. 528 is a great frequency. It does resonate in the heart chakra. It does really open up love. But that guy, right into my ear. See how he just flew into my ear like that? Anyway, but yes, love is the current coin of all peoples and all periods. It doesn't matter what the day, what the age, what the time, what the year, what the period, who's in charge of what country or what state, or who's at the helm, who's the boss. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you cultivate love in your heart, and you have your own wealth to give to others and to receive from others. And that truly is love. So I love you all, my friends. Sending love to you, giving you some of my coin right now, right? And I guess there was one other little thing that, just that when it comes to giving too, giving is an act of love, right? And when you give to another, it's an act of love, and it's something that you do not in the hopes of receiving something back in return, but in the joy of giving, right? And there is a certain love in that. And my guide has told me over the years that you can't give the coins that you don't have in your pocket. And I really love that in so many ways. In terms of what you're teaching and what you're giving off, you can't give something you haven't experienced. And I think that was mainly what she was saying. But also in this particular perspective, if you don't love yourself, if you don't experience love in your heart in some way, if you don't have something that teaches you or helps you to feel or experience love, then it's hard to give it. You don't. It's not in your pocket to give. It's not in your heart to give. So it's important to cultivate the spirit of love and the idea of love, and to love yourself. Not in a narcissistic or ego way. That's definitely contrary to the path, right? But if you certainly hold true to who you are and what you are, and really love that, and be in love with it, and give love to it, then you will grow that coin within you, and you will have riches and wealth beyond anything that you can imagine, and nobody can take that coin away from you. It'll always be yours, and you'll always have plenty to give. So I just wanted to share that as well. So love you all. Hope you all have a great one. I'm excited to bring the channel back to life. You'll be seeing a lot more of me on here, so thank you so much, and have a good night. Blessings.